Hello everybody, I'm using the XP Deus 2 with beta version 3.02 at an old farm going back to the 1700s. We're going to examine how this new software reacts to a littered iron site. I'm using a modified sensitive full tones program and modified fast, and we're using silencers primarily 0 and -1. And ranging my disc level from 6 to 7. I seem to have encountered a lot of signals in the 80s with the VDI and kind of sounded pretty sweet like deep non-ferrous tones. But you guys be the judge. There was just a mixture of things, Doug. All right, Digging Dude here. First time out with the beta 3.02 software. I'm at one of my favorite permissions from years ago. I would say pretty damn well hunted out, but I'm going to go to some of the heavier iron places with this new update. I'm going to start with my settings based on sensitive full tones. All right, right now it says discrimination is 0, but I'm going to bring that up to anywhere between 6 to 7. Silencer, I'm going to start with -1. I'm going to fool around with that, see which way it goes. Sensitivity, 95. I'm going to vary that from 90 to 95. Frequency max, 24. But when I get into the heavier iron, I'm going to try 40. And I'm going to see if I can just find something, you know. I mean, reactivity 2 with the small coil should be good enough, but I can vary that. And that's really it. Audio response 4. I am notched out of 20 to 27. That helps with cow poop and coke. So, with that being said, I'm going to see how I can get on. I'll see you on a target. All right, I got a lot of reflection there. Okay, I settled on, due to the iron content, I'm on 40 kilohertz max on the multi-frequency. And 2.5 reactivity right now. All right. And a 6.4 disc. I think, let's see if this is a target or iron. Sorry about the wind, but let's look at the big numbers on it for the heck of it. There ain't going to be a lot of targets in this. Shh, quiet down over there, you cows. Ain't gonna be a lot of targets today. I don't anticipate many. Let's get the big numbers up. I like the XY screen myself, but let's get the big numbers. Right in the middle of the cow poop. Could this be a deep target or iron? Let's see. Right in the middle of the cow poo. Yeah. This feels loaded with cow poo. For all the rain we've had, it's kind of dry. It's because it's a hill. Got a lot of drainage with the hill. Hope these cows are friendly. A whole different breed. To get closer, I'll put them on camera. Hope they don't get closer. Stay up on the hill. I'm always weary of animals that are a hell of a lot bigger than me. They're a hell of a lot bigger than me. Oh, okay. Look at that root. Big root. Oh. Thank God this isn't a manicured lawn. It doesn't mean I gotta wreck the joint, but let's see if we can. That seems like a really deep target. I don't think we'd be in pinpointing range unless it was small iron. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta keep digging. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up cutting away, or we'll fast forward this in the video. Just hear it squeaking. Man, I wish... Did they turn the volume down on this thing? It used to be louder. I swear it was louder. It's the loudest it goes. Huh. It's showing it in the Ferris range. Let's dig a little more on this side. Is that something here in the sidewall? If it's in the sidewall, then we know it's iron. Let's see. That wasn't very deep, so I guess we're falsing on iron. All right. Let's see. I'm not giving up yet. Not giving up hope yet. This is some tough ground. I forgot how tough it was digging around here. Yep. Iron. That's a bummer. Let's save that one. So, again, that was with -1 silencer, 2.5 reactivity. Let's see what we have. Nothing. Okay. First target, iron. Feel free to criticize what I did nicely in the comments if you had any other ideas. Again, trying to get to know this new update. All right, we'll get back to you on our next target. All right, under this big root, I think I've located something. I'm now in fast. I've adjusted it to 6.4 discrimination. I left it 3 reactivity. We can go through it. 3.4 discrimination. All right. I'm the expert. I have it on pitch. Bottle cap 0, notch 23-24. That'll help with coke. Usually I adjust that. Tones pitch, and that's it. Silencer 0. I'm going to try silencer 0. Sensitivity 90. 40 kilohertz maximum multi-frequency. Iron volume 7. Reactivity 3. Pretty much stock, you know. Audio response 4. Threshold 0. Let's see what we get. I'm getting a 7980 here. I don't know how I'm going to dig this up. I guess dig up each side of this large root if I can, if it's even possible, and then dig underneath it. You know, is it iron? I wasn't able to really. I'm able to turn a little bit 90 on it, but I'm getting no iron. It's just showing it something deep there. Not even hitting the meter. I mean, that's how deep it is. Not that familiar. I normally don't use this fast program, but you know, once in a while. Haven't been on a colonial site in a long time, and that's what this is. This is a fantastic permission over the years. I was fortunate enough to have the privilege to hunt here. This is going to be some tough digging, people. Let's see if I can at least pick up something on the pinpointer. Off camera, I got this big piece of copper wire that was on top of the ground. I gotta put that somewhere so the cows don't get caught up in it, in their hoof. Yeah, this is a tough spot to dig, yeah? I hope we got something cool here. other than iron. Nope. Oh no, this fools the Deus every time. This is one of those staples. Those iron staples, I don't know why. Maybe because of the shape of it, the horseshoe shape of it, but I'm going to keep this actually for future testing. This fools it every time. All right. Could it be a non-ferrous signal? Let's see. Check it in my program. Based on sensitive full tones, you're getting a 68, 69. Let's look at it on my version of fast. It says my fast. Remember the fast, my version of fast has zero silencer. Let's go in for the heck of it. Let's go down to -1. Still picking it up nicely. All right, I'm gonna actually for this one I'm gonna leave it on 0, and for the other program based on sensitive full tones I explained, I have it on -1. Okay. All right, let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Hopefully it's something good. I would love to find something here again. This site's been pounded by my 2 friends and I, and it was a really great site, but we used like so many different machines. Used Deus 1, E-Track, Equinox 800, Deus 2, Tarsace, Nexus V2 and V3 on this property. Found a lot of great stuff. That was before I was making videos. Would have been a lot of eye candy finds. All right, this is it's crap, but it's non-ferrous, so we picked it out. We'll move on to the next. All right, located another 62-ish, 2-ish, 62-ish. Just whacked my head on a branch. Nice. Let's see what we got. I don't think it was that deep. It didn't seem to be, so I'm assuming it's Canslaw. There it is. Or the dreaded foil. You see, I was reading a 62. What's that? Just above a nickel? High nickel range. For those who say they need VDI to filter out things. Let's see. I think I have an easier time on my Nexus than I do with this sometimes. But I'll digress. Alright. Where was that? In the 50s. Low. 52, 51. Could be foil. Could be a small button. Who knows? We're going to find out. Because I am digging, dude. And I dig. That's what I do. Okay? And I love digging midtones. That's why I find so many cool things. I am not das cherry picker very often. Ooh, let's see what it is. Come on, be deeper. Give me something good. I haven't found something good in a while. This is the site where I found the Massachusetts silver. The Oak Tree 2-pence hammered coin from before we were a country. Dated 1662, but they were made for a period, I think, of 7 years. Between 1660 and I think 16 something else, but I could be wrong. There it is. What is this? What is this fine? Definitely not a hammered coin. It's more foil. I've been foiled again. Yeah, I think I located a commingled target. 85. I'm able to turn on it. That's with fast. With silencer 0, let's go to silencer 3 for the hell of it. Same thing. Could be flat iron. I'm gonna go back to 0, okay? I'm gonna check it with my sensitive full tones program. Alright, enough of that. Let's see what it is. Let's see if we're getting fooled by iron, or if we have a good target amongst iron. I mean, I would, with this machine, I would dig this. Why wouldn't I inspect it? Okay. It's okay. Sometimes you dig iron. It's very rare with my V3, but with this, I tend to dig iron. You gotta inspect the iffy signals, yeah? What do we got? Come on, be something cool. Uh-oh. A little too much in this side for me, and I already see what I think is iron bits there in the dirt. Yeah, you don't want iron. Stuff. This isn't even an old square nail. This is a round head, newer style. Is that what we were hearing, I wonder? Or is this just one of the iron culprits in the ground? Let's see. Out of the ground, it's discriminated. Let's wave the detector over again. The 85, 84. Going all the way up to 88 now. It's in the plug. Could we get lucky? I would like to. There it is. There's a coin. Not a colonial coin, but hey, amongst the iron, we picked it out. I'll take it. Why not? Looks like a clad dime. Been there a while. Nasty looking thing. Clad dime amongst the iron. Let's flip this back over and listen to if we got more iron in there. Alright, we picked that out. Was that an improvement? Well, without having a Deus 2 here with 2.0, I don't know. But I'm going to say we picked that out. It was a commingled target, and I'm happy with that. I think the rest is iron. Listen to all that. Look at that display. So there's iron all over the place in there. My fast. All right, we picked that dime out of some pretty heavy iron there. Very good. All right, I've been fooling around over here in this heavy iron sight. I adjusted the program on my end. There's the fast. I'm sorry, that was in that's my sensitive full tones program. I adjusted it a little bit. I got 7 discrimination. I bumped it up to silencer 0, sensitivity 95. Probably should drop the sensitivity since there's so much iron here. 40.0 kilohertz max. Iron volume 3, reactivity 3. I bumped that up. All right. I think I located a good signal in the 90s, hopefully. Not able to completely turn around on it. Let's see. I know there's a lot of iron here, but if that's truly a signal in the 90s, that could be awesome. It'd be nice to pull something out of this site again that was hunted heavy for 4 years, and I mean heavy. I already see iron. There's one of those newer iron nails. All right, and here's the non-ferrous. Bummer. Spark plug. So picking up the stuff in the spark plug amongst the iron, but you know, there is non-ferrous in the spark plug. Let's check to see if there's anything else. That's very disappointing. Started having visions of King George coins. Sound like the rest is iron. Let's take a listen with the pinpointer. No, another spark plug. Okay. Let's throw spark plugs all over the place. I don't think anyone really thought about people coming to metal detect back then. There's more iron. Listen to all that. So this shows you the type of spot that I'm hunting. So regardless if I find anything good today, we're going to publish this video. Because nevertheless, there's non-ferrous in spark plugs. So, you know, we're picking them up amongst the iron. All right, I'm going to cut it off there. All right, off camera, I've been digging a lot of nails. I'm trying to make something out of nothing, you know? But I'm going to make this the last target. I swear this update did something with the volume of this machine too, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just getting more deaf. Got into 79, 80, turned 90 on it. It's a nervous signal. Something tells me I'm falsing on iron. Reactivity 2.5, audio response 4, discrimination 7, -1. Let's go up to +1 for the hell of it and listen on the silencer. That's usually what I hunt in. All right, let's see what this is. Last target of the day. Again, this place is pretty hunted out. I know people say nothing's hunted out. Yeah, to a degree. You have to spend 2 hours to find a non-ferrous signal. It's pretty hunted out. With that being said, the simplicity of analog machines, especially Nexus, because Nexus can achieve depth that the Tesoros cannot. But when I use them under these conditions, the discrimination circuits are amazing with iron, and identifying iron is easier. You don't have to keep mashing buttons up and down and trying to change things. But again, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I just preference at certain sites. Now, hopefully this is a good find, and I eat those words. But let's see. Nope. It's been happening to me all day today. Does have a nice little hook and a point on that. Let's see. Anything else in here? Nope. I didn't like the tone of it. It wasn't very sharp. The nail itself is sharp. Let's put the plug back over it. See if we hear anything else. But I'm going to end on that. We did uncover a dime amongst some heavy iron. That was it. All right, it's still there. Oh, make a liar out of me. Come on. Now I'm feeling hopeful. Though I don't think I pinpointed it well. All right, this most likely was the culprit, way down deep. some misshaped iron. I don't know what this was. Maybe this was a nail. Who knows? I don't think it was. I think it's just misshaped iron of some type. All right. Bummer. Maybe this was a key. That's what it seems to look like. Of course, I break it. Might have been a key. Look at that. Might have been an old iron key. All right. Nevertheless, it's iron. Thanks for coming along today.